Good evening, friends. This video is meant for all youngsters, particularly those aspirants who are willing to communicate well in day to day spoken English. The fact is that most of the youth these days, are reluctant in speaking any language. They just use shortcut, but that is only because they don't have a command on good spoken English. So for a command on good spoken English, we need to understand the basic concept of tenses. Friends, there are a number of, uses of the verb form and tenses, but the best way to integrate all the tenses and use them in day to day spoken English is that we should use them spontaneously in our conversation. For instance, if you are talking to one of your close friends regarding any, social and educational topic, and you have started talking about the overuse of cell phones or overuse of technology or any other things, and you are also including and involving and collaborating ideas of the other people such as your family members, friends, then you can initiate saying that technology has revolutionized the life of common people. So, what tense you are using? Technology has revolutionized, that is present perfect. Most of the happenings in the recent present can be expressed in present perfect. For example, the world has changed climatically these days. The entire globe has experienced global warming. He has just arrived. The postman has not yet come. The people have assembled here to discuss the matter called global warming. We all have understood the meaning of economic transformation. So these are the statements that you can quote or speak to your friends, that which have already been completed in the recent present. So present perfect can be very frequently used in the conversation that you are initiating and about those actions which have already been completed in the recent present. And you can use the adverbs such as since, for, or you can use before, after, like the man came after I have finished my work. He went to study abroad after he has finished his university education. So here you are integrating two tenses. One is simple past, another one is present perfect. How can you initiate this? Suppose two actions have happened in the recent present and are related to the past. For example, before settling in USA, he has already lived in India for 10 years. India has already been under the British colonial rule for several years before it became independent. So we are correlating two actions. One is the simple past, another one is present perfect. She hasn't read any lessons since she read the last chapter of her literature. So whenever you are integrating two tenses, simple past and present perfect, you are also trying to correlate two events together. In this similar manner, you can use simple past and past perfect when two actions are taking place in the past simultaneously, one after the other. For example, the train had left before I reached the station. Here, what has happened first? The train had left first. So you can say the same thing in that way, that I reached the station after the train had left. Both the sentences have the same meaning. I reached the station after the train had left, or the train had left before I reached the station. The patient had died before the doctor came. So what had happened first? The patient had died, so it will be in past perfect, and the second action will be in simple past. In this similar manner, when you are, talking about two actions taking place at the same time in the past, you can express them in simple past followed by past continuous. For example, while I was drafting an email somebody knocked at the door. Both action happened at the past at the same time. Somebody knocked at the door while you were drafting an email. While I was studying, the light went off. The light went off the same time while you were studying. She fell down while she was jumping. So both these actions were happening in the past at the same time. So we can say that we can correlate and integrate different forms of verb and different tenses together in day-to-day conversation. So in the next video, I shall talk about some more verb form and tenses. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Thanks a lot.